So if it's not blinking, it's charged.
What, you need batteries?
Yeah, he died on me.
These batteries are not very good. Let's try a different one.
It's all about thinking, and like they always like tell us like in difficult situations there's always opportunity to do something, and that's just basically what we're taught, like just to like work around the situation. The most interesting thing I'm doing in the class is coding and building, and it's just really interesting to see myself take something apart and then put it back together again, and like finding out my mistakes, and like all of us putting ideas together and actually creating something that works.
I feel like you can actually apply this to future jobs, like biomedical engineering. That's one of the jobs that I kind of like. Or just like building buildings or a new invention in the future.
Currently in our class that I find most interesting is that we're working on a circuit design on the computer, which is towards building a circuit that represents kind of like when you go into a deli and he's like, hey, number 47 is next, and then he pushes a button and then the next number pops up. So we're learning how to take that and put it into an actual circuit so that we can turn that into a real thing of a push counter that changes the numbers into a set number. So right now we have it set to 80, for example. And so it goes to 80, stops, and then it resets. And the best part about it is when you do get that working and you're like, wow, I really did that.
Career tech courses have always taught a skill set, whether it be in wood shop or metal shop, even like art classes or science class, math class, they're all sets of skills. What we're doing now is a more problem-based or project-based approach where students take those skill sets and then apply them to some sort of constrained problem that would benefit society or the school or their community. Times are changing because a lot of parents only thought college was the end goal after high school, and now there are plenty of careers and opportunities for students that don't require a college degree. They can step out into the job workforce directly after high school, and so by completing the pathways that we have available, I can explain to parents that they don't necessarily have to go directly into college, or they can work while working on a college degree.
Working with others and brainstorming your different ideas and stuff, and building different things that you never thought you could ever make. Or like you always want to know how it worked, but now you can actually make it.
I think this is important for me in my future because these skills help me in the future in case I want to become an engineer, or help me, like in this class I learned to communicate with other people, so in the future I can be more social and problem solving.
I think the most interesting thing about my class is making what is on paper come to life. The fun thing about this class is that if you want to do it, you can do it, as long as you put your mind to it and you actually like have all the stuff behind it and the idea and the rubric and everything that you need for it, you can make it happen.
I think today what we're doing is we're really trying to employ the use of multiple disciplines and integrate what they're learning in more rigorous coursework such as calculus, trigonometry, and implement their physics, implement lots of different I would say but college-bound coursework into what we're doing. Is there anybody that has not had their designs approved yet? You approve a prototype. The thing I find most beneficial about this coursework is you might go to calculus and learn, differentials. You might go to trigonometry and learn concepts of sine, cosine, and tangent. But here you have to apply them. It's a lot different. So they understand, I think, from what I've seen, they understand what they're learning in other courses more because they have to use those skill sets and apply them to what it is we're actually doing in class.
If one of my friends asked me about Innovation Generation, I would tell them to go for it because it's fun and it requires work, but in the end it pays off.
I would tell them that we are the innovation generation, that this is the future, this is what's going to happen. Like, we are building the future from the ground up right here. This is starting it all out. That's what Innovation Generation is.